Greetings, families. Welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you are well by the grace of God. This video is just a quick update about what is going on in Mali and AES. Very interesting update. I will leave you to listen to it. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you all. I will see you soon. Bye bye.
Malian armed forces will be implemented. This project should give our formats the means of action within the framework of securing the entire national territory. This information was given during the 9th extraordinary session of AGEFO, the agency managing the Universal Access Fund. The session also examined the technical note on the need for AGEFO to open a bank account to finance public investments. For universal access to ICT in rural areas, the work was led by the chairman of the board of directors, Prime Minister Dr. Schwegen Kakalamaika. The 9th extraordinary session of the board of directors of the AGEFO Universal Access Fund Management Agency is being held at a time when our country is facing multiple security and health challenges. Added to this is the need to provide access to information and communication technology infrastructures for the population in rural areas, in line with the vision of the President of the transition in the face of this challenge and in the implementation of the government's action program. Here, we need to continue implementing our program of activities, which includes the following projects. The AHO Phase 2 project to extend telephone network coverage in Mali. Working in synergy with the Telecommunications and Information Technology Regulatory Authority, MRTP has launched a project to set up 20 universal access centers, including 5 mobile Wi-Fi huts. The project to set up Wi-Fi access points in hospitals. The project to set up a digital telemedicine platform integrated into the maternal and neonatal center in Mali. The e-education project. Finalization of the project to strengthen the communication transmission resources of the National Police Force. The project to extend LT coverage on behalf of the Ministry of Security and Civil Protection in Bamako and Cebu Phase 1, and finally the construction of the Ageophobia headquarters. During the session, the directors gave their opinion on the financing analysis note. The project to open up and modernize the armed and security forces' reliable information and communication systems, and the acquisition and deployment of the fast healther system as part of the reinforcement of the women's means of communication too and more than necessary to give our defense and security forces the means of action in the case of securing the entire national territory. In view of the evolving security situation, which requires us to adapt to new threats. This system is a good alternative, being able to integrate the existing HF and VHS networks used by our defense and security forces. In addition, the LT system is fast and efficient for disaster recovery, convoy security and anticipation for any other event. The directors also analyzed the possibility of a GFO to have new bank accounts for Public Investment for Universal Access to ICT in Rural Areas Tool for Development. GEO is working to promote the national strategy for summer. Here the objectives seek and significantly reduce the digital divide. For this reason, the chairman of the board of directors invited the directors to ensure the proper implementation of the age is wrong activities. At the opening of the meeting, Dr. Shavel Kakalamiga had a thought for all the disaster-stricken populations of our country, but also for those of other SF countries. Mali now owns the entire of the Malian army have been named generals. We'll be reporting on their military careers in future editions. The president of the transition, Army General Hassimi G. Witha and at least president of the Confederation of Sahel States met this morning with the ministers in charge of industry and trade of the AES. They will meet tomorrow in Bamako too. The Confederation of the Alliance and the Sahel States is entering its operational phase of coordinating actions to develop actions that will help me with the private sector to make public-private partnerships the pillar of economic development in the AES. In order to meet these challenges, the minister in charge of trade and industry came to take advice and guidance from the president of the Confederation of the Alliance of Sahel States, Army General Hassimi Gita. We went to present the objectives of the ministerial meeting to be held tomorrow, as part of the implementation of the major guidelines and directives. Heads of state of the Confederation of the Sahel States Alliance met in Niamey last July. have passed on. The objective here is to create a real framework for coordination, action and synergy, so measures to be implemented within the private sector and by the private sector, in order to create a real development dynamic for our populations, for our countries, for the ministers in charge of trade and industry of the AES. This audience granted by the President denotes commitment and Presidents of the AES to make this sector a tool for defense and development, to the great benefit of the people. So we've come to take back. On call? Indeed, which was launched on July 6, 2024 in Niamey, in relation to the creation of the Confederation of Sahel States. During this conference, who's to say for sure? Adjoin to all the concerns of three countries. Defense and development, through development. We also took advantage of this visit to present the greetings of the two brothers to the President of the Transition of Mali, Army General Yasmin Gedda, firstly for all the efforts he is deploying within the framework of this confederation, and also for the passage of which he has just been recognized by his comrades in arms to the rank of Army General. This is an honor for all the armies of our 3S countries. It should be noted that the Bamako meeting of ministers in charge of trade and industry of the AES opens this Saturday. The aim is to harmonize the various policies of the SA in the service of its peoples.
Thank you, families, for listening to the video. My returning my new. Those who are passing by, I'm so sorry I do not show my face. I'm not at the place that I can sit down to make this video, but I think it is very important to share it, and that's why I'm sharing it. God bless you all, and I will see you soon. Bye bye. Credit to ORTM for sharing this video with us. Thank you.